Hello everyone, hey welcome guys to my next video. Today the medium of instruction will be in English so that this video will be helpful to all the international students as well as students who are coming from India. In this video we are going to discuss about top 20 things to consider when you are selected at the University of Windsor. As you might be knowing that if you are selected, you will get letter of acceptance from the Windsor University, and after that which top 20 things you need to consider while traveling to Canada, as well as all the setup processes, all the information on their websites, everything will be discussed in this video. So kindly bear the time with me, and without wasting any much time, I'm starting now. So the first point to consider is setting up your Edge browser as well as Microsoft UWin account and 365 Office account. So for that, first go to Google and search Microsoft Edge. After searching it, you will get the first link. Just go to it and you will see this Microsoft Edge browser. Just download your Edge browser, whether it's Windows or Mac. I believe that you might be knowing how to download and set up the browser process. So first thing is to set up your Microsoft browser, and second is to install Microsoft 365 apps. All current Windsor students as well as faculty and staff members have access to the full desktop version of 365 apps. So this is the best option they are giving to us students. We will get Outlook email address, which is @uwindsor.ca. First will be your username. So the instruction from the university will be given already to you regarding what's your registered email address. So you will get 365 Microsoft apps access totally free till the time you study in Windsor. You will also get up to cloud storage of 1 TB. You will get Microsoft Teams and Groups, Microsoft Stream totally for free. So this is the first point you need to consider. And second thing, if you want to see all the process, how to install 365 apps, how to log in with the UWin ID, I will place a video in the I button. Just go and check it out. It will be a whole different video for setting up your laptops and mobile phones. So moving up to the second point, this is the International Student Center's website. Here you can have any information related to pre and post arrival. Okay, so this is the website which you have to completely check out, and here they have given some important email IDs regarding your green shield, we can say health coverage, student exchange if you are in going, study permit related inquiries, if you have any tax related questions, arrival and quarantine questions. Every email address has been given, so you can contact them personally and ask whichever queries you have. Don't worry, I will be posting every links in the description one by one as I will go through the points. So just check it out, all the links in the description. Moving on to the next point, it's International Readiness Plan. So this website's link also I will be giving in the description. It contains all the updates regarding our arrivals and returning. If you are an old student or if you are a new student, so you can check on their website over here. Here they have also shown the plan. First is your book to book your accommodation. Second is to download ArriveCan. Third is to download and complete travel and quarantine plan. Fourth step is complete the online UWindsor pre-arrival form. Yes, that will come ahead. I will show you. Fifth is presenting a negative COVID-19 test, travel to Canada, quarantine. As of now, it's the month of October. So you have to check whether this guideline is applicable or not applicable, if you are getting any exemption and quarantine or not. For now we are getting exemption if you are fully vaccinated. And step 8 is to take a walk around campus. So this is the travel readiness guide. So the fourth point is, once you have your flight booked to Canada and finalizing your travel plans, you are required to complete this pre-arrival form at least 72 hours prior to your departure. I will post this pre-arrival forms link also in the description, and include your completed UWindsor's International Student Travel and 14-day quarantine plan. As of now, I said that quarantine plan isn't needed. Only in the cases if you are having a corona, you might need quarantine plan. So this is the UWindsors pre-arrival form which you have to fill. Here you have to fill your first name, last name, your student number. You have to fill it 72 hours prior to your flight schedule. Okay, if you are new student, returning student, what's your email address, are you vaccinated, if you are fully vaccinated, and if you have took both the doses, click here. Please select all the vaccines that you have received. Which vaccine did you use? In India it's Covishield mostly, but in other countries if there are any other vaccines which students are considering, please select that. Okay, what airport will you be starting at your travel trips to Canada? Okay, so that you have to fill arrival airport. It's Toronto Pearson Airport. If you are going to Vancouver, then it will be Vancouver, whichever it is. You just have to fill it. Date of arrival in Canada. Okay. Time of arrival in Canada. Travel plan. After your 3-day hotel stay, where do you plan to do the rest of your mandatory quarantine? You have to check with the university if quarantine is required or not, and you also have to check with the IRCC guidelines. After that, you can select one of these. Okay, so travel address of location where you plan to do your mandatory quarantine if it's applicable to you. So this form you have to fill. This is the most important thing to do. So after having a look at this form, we'll go to the next step. The next step is immediately upon arriving in Ontario, many students have questions regarding health insurance. So it is written here, you must contact the university's Green Shield Health Insurance Plan office by email. Here the email address has been given to ensure that you have health insurance coverage. Just read this and go through this. Transportation options. Here the Robert Q. It's an Airbus service which is from Toronto to Windsor. If you are coming from any of the countries, when you land at airport and if you need any shuttle service, here they provide you with an option. So there are 2 daily departures to Windsor. Just read this by yourself, pause the video. Departs 8 a.m. to Toronto, from Toronto to Windsor. Then the next time is from 5 p.m. So look at it, and if you don't want to go through shuttle service, you can also opt for Toronto to Windsor Air Canada flights. And if you want to see the Robert Q website, I will just paste the link and I will just show you also. So here is the page of Robert Q Airbus. Here you can select your trip if it's one way or round trip. Where are you leaving from? It's from Toronto International Airport. Take me to, okay, this website has some bugs. Here it may be written Windsor, but now I'm just clicking on London to see whether it works and what does it show. So it's like I am arriving December 4th. Okay, so travel details, how many adults or students. If you have students, 12 plus with card. We don't have card with us because we are going for the first time. You can just email them and ask if we can opt the student option or not. And if you are okay, we are now going for one adult. Okay, so it isn't showing. It has some bugs, this website. It out yourself. So let's move to the next most important point. Information regarding study permits and immigration news. You will find everything regarding that on this website. I will paste the link. Travel exemptions and restrictions. Okay, applying at the port of entry. Okay, letter of support for future applications. If your university comes under DLI, designated learning institutions, and we know that University of Windsor is already under DLI, so we don't have to worry about it, about the letter of support or travel support. We say you have to just say at immigration that we are in DLI institute, and we don't need a travel support letter from the university. Okay, so and if this changes, you need to check this website and consult with your universities, whichever it is. So check first the update and then do whatever steps necessary. So if your study permit is going to expire, all the things, studying in Quebec, working a student, on campus, off campus work eligibility, every information is given here, so do check it out. Moving on to the next important point is clear your conditions on letter of acceptance. So many students at the University of Windsor has received that you have to provide your degree as well as transcripts, and those whose IELTS results were weaker, they also have to opt for the university's English requirements. So you have to see that you complete and satisfy all those conditions written on letter of acceptance. Moving to the next point, seventh point, is University of Windsor's Wi-Fi network. There will be mostly three Wi-Fi networks that will be shown to you when you reach the university campus area. The general rule of thumb is that students use EduRoam. If you are a student, you will use EduRoam named Wi-Fi. Students living in residence will use UWin residence Wi-Fi, and all those faculty members or the teachers and staffs at university will use University of Windsor secure Wi-Fi. So the steps to connect them is given here, and how to connect it on iPhone as well as how to connect on your Android. The steps are mentioned here. Your username to connect the Wi-Fi will be Windsor email address. Whatever user email address @uwindsor.ca. It is provided by the university, and your password will be your Windsor ID password, which you use to log in your uWindsor Microsoft account. So if you haven't checked the first point in this video, just go and check how to set up your uWindsor Microsoft account. Now moving on to the next step is the eighth point. You have to activate uWinSite student portal. So if you have got the letter of acceptance and you have to activate first time, you have to just go here. Otherwise, if you have any queries regarding it, just here it will be written contact us. Go there and just ask them whatever you need. And the next step will be to extend your uWin account. Yes, if you are selected, and if they tell you, they will also give the mail regarding extend your account, uWin account. So you have to extend it, and when you need to sign in, you have to just come here and sign into your uWindsor account. And if you need detailed video regarding this, just post down in the comment section, and I will be very much happy to provide a separate video on this thing. So moving on to the next most important point is the VPN network security and virtual private network. If you are accessing your uWin account outside the campus, you need to use virtual private network, which the university itself provides. See here it is written, VPN technology provides secure remote access and secure data transmission between devices. Global Protect software that you can install on your computer makes it seem as if it is on the campus network by setting up a tunnel. Okay, so if you want to go and check out, just type in Google Palo Alto Global Protect software and just download it and use according to the guide they have shown here. Anyone with an active uWin account can download, install and use this software. And if you want to know more about this in detail, just comment down in this section and I will be making another video regarding this VPN. So now moving on to the next point is based on the requirements such as technical. If you are a uWindsor student and you need a laptop after going to Canada, you can have the benefit of an extra 5% discount if you go through www.dell.ca/u of Windsor. So just check it out this deal. If you find that it's quite cheap and you can afford it and the discount is very good, you can go and purchase it. So going on to the next step is download Windows 10. So University of Windsor provides Microsoft Windows 10 education version free for students. If you want to download, go to uwindsor.onthehub.com, sign in, enter your password and select Windows 10 Education and install. So going on to the next point is stay cyber safe. That's what I talked earlier regarding virtual private network. If you need more information regarding this, you can go and visit on this link at www.uvinsa.ca/cybersecurity. So moving on to the next 12th point, which is Blackboard Learn. Blackboard Learn is Uvinsa's learning management system. It provides instructors and students with a rich, diverse, and integrated virtual environment for their teaching and learning activities. So you might be knowing in India it works as Google Classroom, but at Uvinsa we have this blackboard.uvinsa.ca website where you can set up your Uvin account, which is protected by multi-factor authentication. Okay, so for if you need online purpose or online learning, you can use this Blackboard, and I will show you also. So this is the website blackboard.uvinsa.ca. So you might be seeing this website where you have to sign in with my Uvin ID. When you will click on it, you will be redirected to the software, and the Blackboard will be of this type. First most thing you have to do is to download the Blackboard student app, whether it's your App Store or Google Play. Download Blackboard Instructor also, so you can manage your courses, send announcements, and connect with students. So these two things you have to do, and your courses, your tasks, whatever announcements, whatever learning organizations, courses, everything will be shown here, and I guess that the online learning will be on this platform. So do consider setting up your Blackboard also. And if you have any questions regarding it, don't forget to comment down. I will be very happy to help you. Now going on to the next important point is the program graduate calendar. So if your intake is like 2021 spring intake, winter intake, fall intake, or if you are going to come at winter 2020, if you are an undergraduate student or if you are taking graduate course, you can just click on it and download the whole guide. In that guide it will be everything related to academic and your courses. If you want to make me a separate video regarding this, do mention in the comment section below and I will see if I can make one on that also. So now moving to the next important point, that is for important dates and registration deadlines. If you want to apply at Uvinsa, you will get all the information over here. If you need important dates regarding when to apply, when are their deadlines, and much more, you will get over here. If you are accepted, what are the next steps to take? You can go through here. For awards and financial aid such as scholarships and all, you will find the information over here. If you want to log into Uvinside, you can go from here. And if you want to register for your courses, so if you want a detailed video regarding how to register for your courses, do comment down in the section below and I will be making video on that. I will show the whole guide and whole process, that what important things are required to register for your courses. So moving on to the next important point is regarding your tuition fee detailed information. If you want to check out what are your fees and charges, what are your payment options, what is the return policy, what if your accounts are unpaid, if you have any FAQ, or if you want to know about tax forms, you can have this information from here. As said earlier, you can comment down below so I can make a separate video for this also. So now moving on to the next most important point is the Graduate Student Society, named as GSS. Here at GSS, this website you can go through. Here everything is shown, what is about us, what's happening, GSS calendar, programs, GSS club program, new student orientation program. So this is an organization where the Graduate Society has formed this website, and they intend to help international students to meet and share all their problems and needs. What services they provide, UPass, public transit, bus access. I will make a separate video regarding this also in the coming dates. If you want to check out events, here is the event tabs, resources. If you want to contact them regarding anything, you can just call them when you land at Uvinsa, or you can just email them at info@uwindsorgss.ca. So moving on to the next most important point is the campus map. So this is the website where you can check the whole map of the campus. See here it's written Biology, Essex Center of Research, Dillion Hall, CAW Student Center. If you are new to the University of Windsor and if you don't know which building is located where, you can just open this map and you can change here also. If you need a parking map, just click on it and it will show you the document to download. So here on the left side there are some options shown. Buildings, locate a building. If you want to locate any of the building such as Crystal Hall or so, here it will pinpoint it. If you want to know about parking, staff parking, you just click and it will show you P1 P1 P1. This is staff parking. If you want to know about student parking, just go and click here student parking. It will show you where students can park at the University of Windsor campus. So it helps us get the information. If you want to know about visitor parking, just click pay student permit parking. Here is it. So here you can check the whole map of the U Windsor. If you need some accessibility such as handy transit shop, you just click and it will be shown to you in the map. Emergency telephones, if you click, you can see all the telephone booths. So just go through that, and the most important factor is food. Food services location. Here it is all you can enjoy your food stuffs. So just check it out this website and let me know how you felt with this information. Now moving on to the next most important point is the residence part and services at U Windsor. You can go through this website where you will get all the quarantine information, move-in info, if you need any repair done, if you are staying already there. Residence, limited rooms available for 2021. Yeah, it will go and update whenever the new falls come. COVID-19 vaccination policy. If you need any information regarding it, just go through this website. Next most important point to check is citywindsor.ca. This is the website of City of Windsor where it shows some informational news and things where as an international student we can go and browse through it, where we can get many of the information which we don't know. So just check it out. It's like for residence, city hall, what all is included, what facilities we get, everything is shown on this website. Important point is vaccination requirements. Now check if you qualify as a fully vaccinated travelers. This is the guidelines which IRCC issues, so you should check this website before traveling to Canada. For now, when I'm making this video, the accepted COVID-19 vaccines in Canada are this much. If you have taken doses from this vaccines, then you are eligible to enter into Canada. Means it satisfies the travel requirements set by IRCC. So do check out this whole website, that pre-entry testing and requirements also it's listed here, children's or dependents. If you have any doubt regarding this, please do comment in the comment section below. And last point, 20th point to consider is COVID-19 testing for travelers who can come to Canada. Pre-entry test requirements, accepted type of molecular tests. It's written here: PCR, nucleic acid tests, reverse transcription loop mediated isothermal amplification. Oh my god, this is so much big name. Okay, so just check it out this website also. If you're coming from India, if you have taken a direct flight from India to Canada, you may be knowing that you have to do a COVID-19 test from Genstrings laboratory at the Delhi airport, and the test must be taken 80 hours prior of the scheduled departure. Okay, so if you like my video, if you think that this information helped you, and if you have any queries or doubts, please comment in the section below, and please subscribe my channel so that I will be getting motivated whenever a new subscriber joins, and I will try to upload informational videos like this, so it may be helpful for you and many of the international students who might be needing this information. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. I will be seeing you in the next video. Bye bye and take care.